If I was moving to the greater Toronto area, these are the areas I'd be most likely to go. In this video, I'm going to show you that the GTA is a collection of cities, suburbs, and neighborhoods, and it's huge. Over 6.5 million people live here, and each area has its own personality. Some spots are buzzing and fast-paced, others are all about families, and some that we're going to get into are quite upscale. So in this video, I want to show you the areas that I would seriously consider depending on your lifestyle and budget, who actually lives there, what the vibe is like, and the kind of lifestyle you could expect. Let's start right in the core, downtown Toronto. This is where the energy is. You've got the financial district, King West, Queen Street, sports games at Scotiabank Arena or Rogers Centre, formerly known as Skydome. You've got bars, restaurants. That's downtown life. Who lives there these days? Well, it's mostly younger professionals, singles, couples, in a mix between 20s to 40s. A lot of these people work in finance, tech, law, marketing, sales, that kind of thing. It's very white collar. You need to plan for traffic whenever you're going anywhere, as the Gardiner Expressway, which connects highways around you, is more of a parking lot than a highway half the time. So be mindful of your location of work if you're moving here compared to where you're shopping. And during the winter, it's very convenient if you can navigate downtown using the path system, which is essentially a very long underground path to several key hubs of shopping, transportation, and even entertainment. You also want to make sure when you're looking for places, if you're looking in the downtown core, that you're not buying an Airbnb allowed building. The reason is they can get noisy, and those buildings usually lead to lots of nonsense at times. Famously ICE Condos, which is 14 York Street. You would want to avoid these buildings because on weekends, there's a higher chance of dirty elevators, alarms, partying, and noise complaints. Now, my favorite place downtown to frequent is the St. Lawrence Market. So you can go there on a Saturday morning. It's packed with people grabbing fresh food, flowers, baked goods. You just feel the heartbeat of the city in there. It's very local, very historic. I also feel like the waterfront community along the harbor front is very underrated. I lived there for years and I loved it. You're close to the action, but it's still quiet. You're close to Billy Bishop Airport, but yeah, you're away from the hustle and bustle of downtown life, and it's very peaceful and quiet on weekdays. And if you get a lake-facing view, it's pretty awesome. It does get busy on weekends as it's a pretty big tourist hotspot. But the reality with downtown is that it's not for everyone. So if you've got kids or you prefer space, this might not be it. But if you thrive on energy, you work downtown and you don't want to commute, this is for you. Now, let's say you like the idea of downtown, but you also want to be able to breathe a little bit. That's Etobicoke, which is a district in the west of Toronto, specifically Humber Bay Shores and Mimico. So the vibe here is lakefront calm with city convenience. So imagine stepping outside your condo and being able to immediately walk along a trail along the water. You've got an amazing skyline in the background. It feels like an escape from the city, but downtown is still 15-20 minutes away. It's also widely regarded as a safe investment thanks to safety, accessibility, quality schools, and you've got strong amenities. It's surrounded by a lot of underrated pizzerias as well, and you can get a lot of cafe and coffee shops. There are lots of parks, trails, and paths for rollerblading or bicycling, so if you're an active person, you're gonna love it there. Now, due to its location, it also has excellent highway access. So who lives here? Well, it's professionals who maybe outgrew downtown, families who want more space, and even retirees who love the water. Now we're heading west into Mississauga and focusing on Port Credit, which is one of my favorite places. They call it the village on the lake, and that's exactly what it feels like. You've got a lighthouse, a marina, you've got summer festivals, and it kind of feels like a small town inside the GTA. It has a vibrant main street, it feels very local and small town vibes. It's a hotspot for independent restaurants, pubs, and coffee shops. You've also got the Port Credit GO station, which puts you downtown Toronto in about 25 minutes. So it's a real mix here. You've got young families, you've got professionals who want the charm but still need to commute. And then you've got retirees that love the lakeside vibe. Now, it's not the cheapest to live here, but you are buying lifestyle. So if you're the type of person who wants that community feel where you like bump into neighbors often in town, but still want to be reasonably close to Toronto, if you enjoy boating, this could really work. Now, our next stop is going to be heading north of Toronto to Vaughan. Vaughan has been booming the last decade, and it's been mainly driven because of families. You've got a lot of newer homes, top schools, tons of shopping, and they've got a direct subway into Toronto now. So it's filled with families that are in growth mode, right? Parents with kids, people who want space but still need to get downtown once in a while. The homes are typically larger in size and they have bigger lots. There is an amusement park close by, Canada's Wonderland's close by. Now with the pricing, it's not necessarily cheap to live there. But due to its location, you are close to Pearson Airport. So for those who go up north for weekends at a cottage, or they travel often, it's not a bad location at all. But what if you have a taste for luxury and you've got a little bit bigger budget? You could target the community of Kleinburg and Vaughan, or you could look to our next spot, which is Oakville, west of Toronto. Now, Oakville is where you're gonna find waterfront estates, you're gonna find lots of high-end golf clubs, and boutique downtown shops. It's upscale, it's safe, and it's incredibly family-oriented. Now, so you've got affluent professionals there. The prices for real estate are very high, as this is premium real estate, but if you want prestige, a beautiful home, and wealthy neighbors and that lakeside lifestyle, Oakville is it. It's just a short 30-minute drive to downtown Toronto. Commuting is easy with lots of GO stations close by. Families here benefit from some of Ontario's highest rated schools. But what if getting a multi-million-dollar property isn't in the cards for you? Our next spot is east of Toronto to Durham region. This hosts Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, and Oshawa. This is the GTA's best value play. Now, who lives there? Well, it's families who want more space, first-time buyers who are priced out elsewhere, and people who don't mind a longer commute. You've got growing infrastructure, you've got GO train access, and you've got lots of new development. There's also lots of parks and green space. So Durham is all about value. If you're okay with the commute, you're gonna get way more house for your dollar than anywhere else in the GTA. Now, there's communities that are lakeside, there's communities that are city-oriented there, and there's even the countryside to choose from, making it a terrific place for those who want a home but are priced out of Toronto and other areas. So let's recap. You've got downtown Toronto, where you've got energy, culture, entertainment, and convenience. You've got Etobicoke, where you've got lake views and quieter city living. You've got Port Credit, which is small town charm inside the GTA. You've got Vaughan, which has got lots of families, schools, and a theme park in your backyard. You've got Oakville, where you've got a luxury, prestige, lakeside lifestyle. And then you've got Durham, which gives you a lot of affordability and space for your money. That's the beauty of Toronto. No matter your lifestyle, there's a place that fits. If you're thinking about buying or selling in the Greater Toronto Area, my team would love to discuss your goals. You can reach me through the links in the description. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more GTA updates. Let me know in the comments what you think about these areas. Do you live there? What's your experience like? And I'll see you in the next video.